Okay, we should be back on with volume. Sorry guys, we're coming to you from vacation. Crypto info. Looks like we got it on. Okay, thanks for dealing with our technical difficulties. Good morning this morning. Welcome. Today we are covering a few things here this morning concerning XRP. Please tap that like and subscribe. We're coming to you live from vacation. And just for a couple days, we're having fun. We're going to talk about some confirmed facts here concerning XRP and price action. I know folks are getting impatient, waiting for XRP's price to finally go up to heights that are meaningful for them so they can cash out on some money. Truth be known, I'm not a financial advisor. This is never financial advice. This is simply for information and educational purposes only, and I will say very nicely that I only learned all of this. Sure, I am an entertainer. Please advice from anything I say or do. Do never buy or sell anything because of what I say or do. Anyway, this is what we're dealing with here concerning XRP. Institutional flows coming in and legislation, timing of legislation, legislative timing, ETFs, explosions concerning large AUMs like Franklin Templeton and the like, and Grayscale and so forth, not being able to purchase off any more dark pools or any OTCs, meaning that they don't have to affect the price of XRP with purchases like this. These run out, and they've got to hold, of course, because they're spot ETFs, they've got to hold and custody the actual XRP. As they're doing this and run out and say, oh my goodness, we've got to go grab more, well, now they snag it on open exchanges, and now that affects the price movement. Let's not forget about ODL expansion moving forward and the legislative key. It's being turned on moving forward, probably coming up April or June, realistically. Patience, my friends. This is coming. Don't worry. When we consider the liquidity math and the XRPL switch activation, I think it's relatively clear that the crypto market structure bill will be approved coming up sometime this year, this next year, very likely, probably Q2, Q3, which is fine. Alexander, welcome in. The dark pools, to answer your question, are large whales, could be Ripple, large institutions that are willing to quietly, from a dark pool, go ahead and sell XRP to them to the tune of millions of XRP or even billions quietly, not affecting the price. Just like over the counter or the OTC, where, as you're well aware, that does not affect the price. It's a quiet purchase. Okay, so when we're not on dark pools anymore, and then we get all of this XRP ETF activity. I've done videos on this, and this is where we get a supply crunch where there's no more left and they've got to go buy it. When they do this, they massively affect XRP's price. They would anyway. Due to thin liquidity and the thin float of XRP, however, unlike the way this whole dynamic affected Bitcoin or any other asset, it'll affect it. It affects XRP in a much more massive, impactful way, meaning a more volatile, explosive way as seen on the charts where it goes up and to the right like crazy. So that's what we're dealing with when it comes to these dark pools and purchases. It's that when the majority of these large institutions file for an ETF, they've already loaded up on them. So they're already hold a spot ETF. So they're already, because of the spot, they have to hold the actual asset, custody asset. So for you. And I think a third-party custody provider can fit the bill for them, but it has to be held. So if you want 1,000 XRP through, let's say, Schwab or whatever, you need to go ahead and make sure Schwab has to go ahead and then say, hey, look it, we want to buy your XRPC, Canary. Here's the deal. You know, Canary's like, okay, no problem, but we got to make sure we have that for, you know, Tom Jones or whoever it is that purchased it. Okay. So, you know, through Schwab or through Edward or whoever, through Jones or whoever. Okay. So that's basically how it works is they've already loaded up before they file for the ETF, the spot ETF, whatever that spot ETF is. So they're holding massive quantities. So as you come in and buy initially, the initial waves of the ETF purchases, these capital inflows that come in, like now, to the tune of millions, they're already holding these XRP. Now what happens is they run out and they've got to go to the open exchanges to buy it, and they can't get it off the dark pools. And by the way, a large whale can be part of a dark pool as well. They can get it from a large whale that's holding massive amounts. That can be considered dark pool. So quiet purchases that do not show, that do not affect the price movement. So eventually, though, it always does, and they always do, and it takes a Q or so, a quarter or two, and that's how it works. More comments here. Hyperledger on tokens, the ones tokenizing the NASDAQ. Okay, cool. Revernick, what's up? Thanks for your comments, Alexander. Yes, great stuff. But anyway, I hope that answers your question adequately enough. That's what's going on with dark pools, and that's what's going on with what people, and please understand this, what most folks are not understanding, they don't get. Because if they did, they would act differently and towards me and things, just in general, my personal life. I mean, people I think are missing this, and the videos I'm seeing and things on YouTube and what's being created, and no offense to anybody, I think a lot of this is being missed. Some folks are covering it. This, as simple as this, that the ETFs, the spot ETFs, of which there are 5 now for XRP, more coming, very likely, already filed, and there's more coming. Here's the thing. Well, you can't, okay, look at it, it's like this. Here's this, and like here's gravity, right? Like that's gravity. That's a thing. That's the thing that not gonna stop that. That happens here. What are you gonna do? Okay. When large AUMs, these asset managers like Grayscale, Franklin Templeton, blah, 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 when they're holding this spot ETF, any one, but in this case it's XRP, and there are more coming, more AUMs, more ETFs coming. We already know that have been filed. Please see the truth. Even though XRP has not gone up in price yet, I'm telling you the reasons why. This is one of the reasons why. Please be patient. It's happened with others as well. I'm not a financial advisor. Please be patient. Did I mention please be patient? This is what happened with the Amazons and the NVIDIA and all the other ones that went way up. Not a financial advisor. Please be patient. Please be patient. That ever is the issue, is patience. All I ever hear in the comments. I'll be old, gray by the time this guy, by the time this happens, but same old stuff and XRP, it's never going anywhere, blah, 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 blah. Goodbye. Go away, then. Don't do it anymore. Okay? Did I mention be patient? This is ever the issue. This is the issue is the lack of patience. Okay. Now, I think we all know that. Now, why such lack of patience? Put too much money out in XRP. Oh my God, I need this money. Come on, I need it. That's one thing. And or these things, right? We know this is truthful. My life really sucks, and you know what? I need XRP and this money, like this, I think, to save my life because it's horrible and I hate it. Blah 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 blah. Come on. Okay. It's another reason. I spit the truth here. You know this is true, if you're being honest. These are the issues with the people who are crying, going, it's never going anywhere, but it's not going anywhere. It needs to move. Okay. This is the issue. Come on. We talk about the truth on the channel here. Because we're not truthful, we can't correct and then do it the proper way. Okay, so nicely. So, right? So that's where we are, is trying to figure this whole thing out. And so, yeah. So anyway, it's pretty obvious that XRP is what it is. It's pretty obvious that XDC and the others are what they are. For folks who have the eyes to see and those who can be patient, who has not put too much in where they need it for a mortgage payment, to pay for food, to pay for whatever it is, that they've not put so much in that it's that. In fact, they have actually even more dry powder to buy more as it's going up. I'm not suggesting I'm not a financial advisor. However, if we consider, I'll get to comments in a sec. Lori, welcome in. I'll get to comments in 2 seconds here. Guys, if we consider the market structure bill, XRP's thin liquidity supply, ODL, SEC lawsuit being complete, pro-crypto Trump administration, codifying some of these things in law, not just executive order that can be overturned, signed, and then overturned, but some of these things being codified into law, et cetera, et cetera. I think we see the playing field, and I think we see a number of light switches getting ready to be flipped on for XRP. Did I mention the NDAs, that, 1,700, that we're even aware of? Because I constantly hear 300 plus banking institutions. Well, that number was given to us so long ago. Would they stop signing people up? Come on. Why keep using the number 300 plus? Want to try 3,000 plus or more? All these things keep XRP. Why would you buy that thing? It's a crap coin like that, okay? Lori says, anyone know the best way to put XRP in an inheritance plan? No, I would contact an attorney for that. Having your accountant, your advisor as well. I feel that's a financial advisor, an accountant, and an attorney getting together on a table. Heaven Emerism probably won't make another year. Oh, jeez, Lori. What? I don't want to hear that. I hope you that is not true, and that you make it many more years, and that you do not, this does not happen. But I'm sure doctors have said that, and it may be so, but I hope that does not happen. Jeez, Lori. All right, we're pulling for you, Lori. We're saying a prayer for you now, and we'll say a prayer for you. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, no, don't know. But honestly, if you're honestly asking that, and I hate to hear that, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I would contact your attorney, and your accountant, and your advisor. Best strategy really is to do nothing. So many times, you guys, with this stuff, is take your hands and literally sit on them. What up? Art Caffeine. Good morning, sir. How are you? Nick. Good morning. Buy and forget. Don't forget where it is for sure. Make sure the stuff's on cold storage. Make sure, Lori, that if you're in a situation like yours, and yes, we are saying a prayer for you, and we will. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, always be careful with, let's be careful, guys. Any of us, anything can happen at any time. So let's be careful that we have willed and have everything in place with our crypto. Okay, so let's not, let's be cautious and careful that we have everything legally in order, because things happen and we're not going to be in this particular life forever. We'll be on to another ride. Yeah, you're welcome, Lori. Yeah, we'll be on to another ride. We're all going on to another ride after this one. We just don't know what it is, and that's like kind of the scary part. It's like, well, it doesn't have to be. Let's not be afraid. Let's be awesome. And let's enjoy what we're doing, even just now with crypto. Alexander, welcome in. Nick, welcome in. Lori, welcome in. Art, welcome in. And to all the others, welcome to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy. With your host, Frank the Crypto Tank, please tap that like and subscribe button down below. We are on vacation in this awesome place. Wow. We're in this awesome place on vacay. the wife and I. And yeah, we're enjoying it. And here I am coming to you live from the kitchen table at the Airbnb. Technology's great. Welcome, welcome. Uh, I hope that you guys have a lovely day today wherever you are. I can get into more details of what I'm talking about this morning concerning the switches that are being flipped. And I am saying, okay, so here's what I'm going to throw out there. You saw here's why I have the title up there. I'm saying by Q3, Q4, and it's going to go up before then. Uh, you know, it's going up before then. But by Q3, Q4 2026, I am calling an XRP price that very likely will be somewhere about $100 or so. May only be like 50 bucks or so, 60 bucks. But I'm calling it at least that could be $100 XRP. That's my opinion. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's going to happen. We have the crypto market structure bill as one of the major catalysts. Very likely May or June is when that is coming and exploding. Once the Digital Asset Market Structure Act passes here, coming up, we're dealing with XRP, formerly classified as a regulated digital commodity now, a payment asset. A digital commodity payment asset, essentially, is what it's classified as. Banks and broker dealers get the green light for clarity. It all starts turning on like crazy. Wait till 2027, 2028 come concerning XRP's liquidity shock, supply shock, and thin liquidity, float availability for what's available then for XRP. Wait till you see what happens then. It doesn't. It continues. It goes on and on. Yes, please pass crypto on. Please talk to a juror, and just make sure that this massive wealth that comes over the following. Make sure that they have the crypto explosion. Because this goes on year after year after year when we're all not here anymore. So let's continue to stack if that's what your game is. I don't know what it is. Never do anything is what I say. But if we are well researched and we choose to, like I do, look at your proper projects, look at where the integration is with these projects such as an HBAR, an XDC, an XLM, an XR, even a chain link outside of the ISOs, even a chain link, VChain. Some of these others are going to explode to ridiculous levels. I think we all know. And one of the, we can talk about XRP's extreme, its supply being extremely thin, and how thin liquidity affects price action, especially over a little bit of period of time when you're dealing with a continued supply shock, where ETFs, spot ETFs are continued, need to be custodied over a long period of time, and capital inflows don't stop. In fact, they become more popular over time. Can't buy off the dark pools now. Really, not much anymore, or OTC. Now price is affected and the pressure is seen and affected, and the price movement going up week after week, month after month, year after year, constantly. Ever think about that one? Ever think about that being yet only one switch that continues the pressure on that switch over and over again, pushing XRP's price up and up? That's only one switch. What about ODL, on-demand liquidity? What about its usage? What about the what's the word I'm looking for? Alleviates, well, helps to alleviate Nostro Vostro accounts, right? The 27 trill or so, probably more than that now, more like 30 trill. That sits and lays dormant in pre-funded accounts to instill the trust between your bank and the other bank that you just got that check from, and that when you go to cash that, the pre-funded money that's sitting in each bank to offer the security and trust, also against AML and things like this that you're well aware, so that financial transactions can be performed clunkily to the tune of finally settling in 3 to 5 days across the planet for some clunky fee amounts too. Now 3 to 5 seconds for pennies with ODL, Ripple's on-demand liquidity solution, and many more banks turning on with that. So there's another light switch because they are holding this XRP in order to perform their ODL transaction. And as the transactions are performed, a little bit of XRP gets burned forever, leaving this place forever, unlike a Bitcoin, that when that transaction happens and you purchase whatever, your Bitcoin goes onto the merchant's wallet. Doesn't get burned. Nope. It's scarce because there's only 21 million. Oh boy. Guys, welcome to Crypto Info, blockchain made easy with the tanker. And yeah, you best not forget where you be hiding these wallets and stuff, where you hide your keys. Yeah, you better hide your keys too. This stuff could be like the Wild Wild West. Guys, crypto is fun. Crypto is interesting. Crypto can be very risky and very dangerous. You got to be careful with your monies. I'm not a financial advisor. I do not tell you what to do with your monies. You talk to a financial advisor. They will tell you what to do with your money. What about smart contracts? What about EVM sidechain? What about RLUSD? Proliferation and usage of RLUSD? What about full alignment of ISO 20022? Messaging concerning XRP? XRP's interoperability with Axelar, Quant, Hyperledger, and that whole situation. Institutional custody and prime brokerage with Ripple Prime, right? Right. What about Palisade for RLUSD and wallets? What about Rail helping out big time RLUSD? What about the AMMs? What about these automated market makers coming up here on the XRP ledger? What about native DEX upgrades to the ledger, like smart contracts and things we've seen recently? Hook smart contracts. What in the world? Okay, so let's look. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You guys tell me, with all of these switches being flipped on, so to speak, coming up here 2026, I would say Q3-ish, Q4, fall, winter 2026. And how about 2027, where we see XRP's price finally go? Okay, so that's what we're dealing with, I think, is there's a patience concern here, which I understand fully. I don't blame you folks for being impatient. I get it. We all want to see this thing crank. Guys, let me get to the comments. Comments. Firelight or SparkDex? Alexander asks. No, I don't. No, I don't. Research, let me know if you find anything. Art Caffeine is saying 2026 Q3, Ripple will be an official bank. Well, there's the bank too. I forgot about that. Nice point. Yeah, well, thank you. I hope so, dude. Yeah, I forgot about the bank situation, dude. That's another thing to consider. Guys, this thing's about to pop. Yeah, thanks for your comment, Art. Fire for sure. Art's got another comment in here. Hold on, we got Sway saying ETFs are doing nothing for the token. No, it won't until we're okay. The reason why, dude, is because it's not doing anything yet is because when they launch an ETF, anybody launches a spot ETF like this, they hold a massive amount of it first before they even go ahead and file with the SEC. So then when you go buy the ETF through your advisor or whatever, when you go purchase all, it doesn't really move the price a lot because they're already holding it all and they've already purchased it off of dark pools and OTCs, which means they don't have to show that purchase doesn't have to show, doesn't have to affect the actual price of XRP going up or down. So I hope you understand that. That's why that's happening. And it happens at the initial wave of, it happened with Bitcoin as well. Okay. But what happens is after a little bit, too much money is coming in, and too much of the XRP ETF is being purchased. So they have to hold, of course, because it's a spot. They have to custody it and hold it for you because it's a spot ETF. Now they run out. Now they have to go to the open exchange, and now they have to purchase more. This now affects XRP's price, or any coin or anything's price, any stock's price. It makes it go up, makes it start to go up. And that's what we saw with Bitcoin. Now, here's the difference, though. Bitcoin's liquid, its supply, its float, its available float is much larger than what XRP's is. Believe it or not, its actual float. So its available float being so much less, we get a thin liquidity situation happening. So less has to come on, has to be used or bought for the price to be going up. I would say bought is accurate for the price to actually start going up. Okay, so if you buy 100 Bitcoin, you're like, okay, well, that's going to make the price go up, right? You're buying, let's use dollar amounts, right? So, $100,000 or $1 million in Bitcoin bought, but then $1 million of XRP bought. That's different. The float is much thinner. That makes XRP's price go up much faster and more volatile than Bitcoin's is. Are you understanding all of this? Sway, I hope you're understanding all of this. To get to what you had said, because he says ETF are doing nothing for the token. Well, that's why. It will coming up. They got to go buy now and show that purchase, making XRP's price go up, because they're not able to buy off dark pools and OTCs forever. They've got to go to open exchanges to purchase it, and now it shows. And then that's a purchase that affects the price now, everybody can see. So I hope you're getting it. XRP supply went from 7.2 billion available ETFs bought and brought down supply to 4 billion left. That was with 5 ETFs. So Sway, I hope you're getting what Art's saying there. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're dealing with, is that you can't hide it forever. You're going to have to eventually go purchase off the open exchanges and start sending XRP's price up. All right. Good morning, Mick. What's up, man? USMC, good morning, sir. Good morning, friends. This is 21 shares going to be going live. I don't know. We can check her and see. Let's give it a check. We'll check that this morning. Guys, we have so many more ETFs going live. Oh, if you guys saw what I saw. I know you do. Some of you do. You guys see what I see. You'd be jumping up and down in your shorts waiting for this. ISO is active now, says Sway. Yes. Did nothing for the price. It won't just yet. Oh, Sway. Price actually going down. Why? Because this is ever the game, to keep it suppressed like a big beach ball under the water until everything has kicked in adequately enough. All of those who literally bet the bank, the farm on XRP say, oh my God, I think we were wrong about this, honey. This XRP wasn't a thing, this whole ISO. When all of that happens and regulation is finished and this clarity digital market structure bill is complete and all the pieces are aligned and everything's finished up, and they've slowly been doing it behind the scenes, and once all that is done, and then we can see the price start to go up. And here's the thing. When XRP's price starts going up, it goes up violently. And in this, it'll still correct. And in this case, it'll healthily correct. In this case, however, concerning XRP, its usage is what makes it go up. So I don't care if we're in a bear market or not. Going to continue to see over the years XRP price go up. Not a financial advisor. These are the types of rewards investors get for making moves like this. And not, missing, look at, Sway, look at, I'm not coming down on you here. I want you to understand this. Not at all. I'm not coming down at all. Thanks for your comments. Here's the thing is that, for anybody, including me, okay, so this was me. Sway, you are me when I was doing this initially, when I was going, yeah, but it's not going up. Yeah, but this doesn't make sense. No, yeah, but then I know I see that that's good news, but wouldn't that send the price up? Like, what's going on with this thing? How is this thing ever going to go up? When I understood, when now you're starting to get this, there is a manipulation without tinfoil hat. There is a true, real manipulation that happens with a lot of this stuff. And it can happen. And now that we have digital wallets and things, we have blockchain technology, and we can see what wallets are doing concerning whales with purchases and things. I know we all know this is true. We can see Chainalysis and things like this. Companies like this, we can see the truth of manipulation is a tough word. I mean, it's manipulation, of whales with markets, okay? Not only crypto markets. Also, it happens, of course, with traditional markets as well. It also happens with metals markets. We know this. My goodness, there have been multi-billion-dollar lawsuits aggregate to the tune of billions concerning metals market manipulation and things that you start learning over time, learning all this stuff. So there's a manipulation aspect that happens. There's a driving of the price of all of this stuff down, in my opinion. Excuse me, by those who, I'll get to comments in a sec. This is important to see. Guys, if we don't see this, we're not going to be able to do this well. And I'm not a financial advisor, but if you can't see this, you're not going to be able to do this well. You got to understand this part. Excuse me. We must understand this part, guys. Here's the deal. If we do not see the truth that the largest, I'm going to say families on the planet very clearly have ownership that we can see of the largest media sources and news stations and so forth on the planet, by which, to put that narrative out that is chosen by them to say over all that time, the internet, why would you mess with that internet stuff? That internet stuff's garbage. Why, it's dangerous. Oh, they'll steal your money on the internet. Oh, I wouldn't use that. Don't mess with that internet stuff. It's too slow, too. And why would you even, the dial-up thing with the whole, why would you mess with that? Some years go by after these folks purchase massive quantities of internet and tech stocks. All of a sudden, Once the technology's been completed behind the scenes and all the connections and deals have been made, nice and quiet, just like what's happening in crypto right now, and all that stuff has been finished and it's ready to meet the real world with actual Dell computers, and now you got a dial-up that's actually faster. You got DSL now. We've advanced to that. It's on your phone line now. It's pretty fast. Boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, now we went to cable modems. Now it was real fast. Now we got T lines and stuff. Oh my gosh, this stuff's so fast. All of a sudden, narrative changes. No, the internet's good. Companies are using it now on the news. Now it all changes over these years, right? Oh yeah, the narrative changed. Oh no, Yahoo's great. Price goes up like crazy on this stuff. Guess who's holding it? Oh! Are you starting to figure it out now? Same thing with crypto on a larger scale. Stay away from that crypto. It's for nefarious dealings. Why would you why would you buy crypto and put your money into that stuff? Oh, it's all going to go to it's all just fake anyway, funny money. It's internet money. Why would you do that? I would keep it in regular dollars. What are you going to do if you put it in that anyway? You're going to put in that stuff and it's all going to go down. It's going to go to crap. It's going to go to zero and you're going to lose all your money. So why would you do that? Even if it doesn't, well, what good is it? So it goes up. Oh, you can turn it back into USD? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. But still, why would you even use that stuff? Why would you do the crypto stuff? Once the tech is complete, it's finished, all the partnerships, legislation's complete, blah, 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 blah. Everything is done. Some years later, all the tech's ready to meet, everybody's got a digital wallet on their phone, blah, 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 blah. You're starting to get the picture. All those that said through the media, ABC, CBS, crypto, all of a sudden, no, crypto good. Oh, no, crypto's actually good. Oh, no, we like it. Oh, no, it's good. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a lot of it. For real low prices. Wake up. Turkey Base, what's up? Sway, I hope you're starting to catch on to this whole thing. And I hope you're starting to understand why price manipulation is so real good. I am speaking the truth. Thank you. And so are you. Being very truthful. And you do see it. I know you do. And it's so aggravating when the price doesn't go up, dude. And we're like, what is going on? These are good things. This is good news. Why is the price not going up? Oh, boy, it's so frustrating. Oh, boy, crypto can be frustrating. There's no question about it. Now, look at in some time, this is my opinion, those that stick with crypto and the projects that are the projects, never buy or sell anything because of what I say or do, that are the future projects concerning finance and money in our everyday dealings concerning large B2B and also P2P in contracts and so forth being digitized. You'd be looking at those three: XRP, XLM, and XDC. Yes, I said them in that order so that I could do a little rhyme. Never buy or sell anything because what I say or do on the channel. Just play this video back in a few years or so and see where the prices of these three puppies and also HBAR and Algo and IOTA that are way down there now, and Quant and ADA as well. Art says, stick around here at this community and Tanka. I know you're definitely, oh yeah, for sure, probably talking to Sway right now. Sway's over to Target. Yeah, we're all over to Target. You guys are getting, Sway, I know you got it. I know why you would ask those questions too. No, by the way, for sure, nobody's dogging anybody. Sway, we are all in these spots, and you are now have come to some of the light of crypto. I'm always learning. There's always more light for us to go to. There's always more knowledge to gravitate toward, is what I'm trying to say. We will never know all of it. We are learning all the time, constantly, doing the best we can. By the way, we're going to cover XRP Las Vegas. That's going to be fun. We'll do that. We're going to try to do some live stuff there too, but we'll try to grab some interviews there as well. So please prep up and gear up for that. We're going to be there. Crypto Canuck, welcome back. My Canadian friend. Pretty sure. I'm so ridiculous. I don't know if I'm pretty sure that means Canada, Canuck. But still believe we got a $10 XRP by the end of the year. It could totally happen. Guys, XRP's price is so freaking explosive. Go to $10 in like freaking 2 days out of nowhere. Boop, just like that. Come on, you've already seen it. I don't know if my share screen is going to work. I don't want to play games. If I go to share screen, I'm going to lose it. You'll lose me, the whole thing. Oh, Vancouver, rock on. Dude, Canada's awesome. Canada is one of the places that I would love to purchase a little property. I have a very good friend that left Canada at a younger age and came to the U.S. and did his thing. And a very successful young man, one of the best dudes you ever want to meet. But yes, Canadian gentlemen. Yes, Canada produces some fine folk and some fine everything else. I love Canada, and the land is very rich in resource. My goodness, Canada gets, in my opinion, Canada gets pushed around a little bit too much by the U.S. I don't like that. That's my opinion. Hey, look, it's my opinion. I don't like that. I don't like the push around thing that the U.S. I think does overall. But yep. I'm going with Common Law Trust, says Mr. Canuck from Vancouver. Rock on. That's the way you go when you're there. Some folks are asking me how they play this thing. I'm not an attorney, guys. I am like, do I do an LLC, whatever. I have businesses that are LLC'd and things protected through that, so I don't worry too much about holdings. But yeah, if you don't have any LLC action in your life or your holdings, might want to be considered. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Art lives in Vegas, man. Yeah, Art Caffeine. Well, let's chat off the air live. Let's do a private. We'll get together with my guy. Interesting question. I am open to partnerships. You're always cool in our community. So yes, I'm saying that I will entertain that. Let's talk live off the air. It doesn't have to be, we're not going to do that today. I'm on vacay, but let's do that coming up here in the coming days. I like that idea. I'll talk to my guy about it. We'll talk to my guy about it and see. But yeah, we have some major catalysts that are getting ready to kick this thing into overdrive. And I think everybody who's seeing this timeline and understands that Q1, Q2, Q3 of 2026, Q4 are massive explosion points for XRP and its price. And I think it could go to a $10 XRP by the end of the year. I don't think Turkey Base, welcome in. I'm sorry I'm missing you here in the comments. Yeah, I didn't know if that would be if that could be a thing or not. I've been thinking about it. It absolutely can go up in literally just a few days to $10. So I do believe that is possible. Turkey Base, welcome in. Been a while. You're back. I know. Where have you been? I know. Guys, please don't worry. I don't expect people to be spending their life with the tanker. I love it when you guys come in to the channel. And by the way, I want to stay interesting and exciting here on the channel. I would like people to drop into the comments, whether it's now or whenever you do, things that you want us to go more in detail about on the channel. Because we can go so far down rabbit holes, it's freaking crazy, and I do in the long form videos. But this is so cool how it looks like it's one of those green screen of things, but it's actually, this is really the place. It's amazing. It's so cool. This place is awesome. Yeah, I would say to anybody that, please, if you don't mind, give me some hints on what to go deep diving on, down the rabbit hole on concerning crypto, because it's if you can imagine my position as a content creator, it's got that are informing all of us, keeping us interested. It all gets boring. We all know the price action. We're sitting here waiting, getting comments all the time. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to stay interesting, exciting for 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and then also the all the videos that we put out, the long form videos that we produce and create, and then all the shorts, mostly off of those. But anyway, tell me what you want in the comments for deep dives, man. All right, Q1 2026, 2026, nice live flub. Keep it clean on the channel, Tanker. All right, ETF inflows begin. What do you think about Jack Claver? Who says, let's get to Sway real quick. It says $100 by the 31st. I don't know. Look at it. I love Jake Claver. Jack, that's not Jack, it's Jake. I love Jake Claver. I think he's awesome. I think the dude is over the target on most of the things that he says and how he arrives there. What do I know? The dude knows way more than me about all this stuff. I think that Jake Claver is over the target for my common sense thinking and, extrapolating that I've been doing concerning the whole crypto space. Yeah, I'm kind of a bright guy. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's all relative. It's always the bigger fish, right? I'm pretty smart as far as they come, I think. And I think I'm pretty clear in my thinking and my assessment of the whole thing. And Jake Claver is very much over the target. He's not. See, the thing is he can be right at any time with predictions like that because XRP is just so volatile on the chart. It's crazy. Don't flip out, Tanker. You're on vacation. Relax, calm down, enjoy yourself. Grab a cream soda, grab a donut, grab a bagel or something. Relax, guy. Don't flip out every day of your life on vacation. I think he's over the target. Don't forget we launched the Patreon. It's so silly, the Patreon. Don't worry. If my guy heard me say that, he wouldn't be happy. We're going to develop this Patreon, don't you worry. By the way, when it comes to these three, I'm not a financial advisor. I think I've said it enough. I think that has nothing to do with the truth of once somebody gets eyes on these projects and sees what these companies have been doing and understands where we've been in the world, where we really need to be going in the world with certain technologies and large companies like Uber and others that are not just the Ubers, but the Amazons and the monsters of the world. It's like that have become part of our life. Like you literally have to consider where you're going to move. You can't move somewhere crazy out in the middle of nowhere and not get your Amazon. You will with drone delivery, but it's literally become part of our lives that you can't go so far out that you can't get any Amazon delivery. It's actually a consideration of where you buy a house. No, boy. Some of these things have weaved their way into our lives to such a large degree, as we all can agree, that we just can't live without them. Like a cell phone and stuff. Okay, so here we are at this point where cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies and digital wallets are being integrated into the everydays that we have, our phones, the things that we carry around all day and will always ever use. It becomes part of our monthly payment that we just pay that bill and we understand it. Guys, literally homeless people are walking around with cell phones. Okay? It's become such a part of a human's life. You gotta have as your staple thing, no matter who you are, actually a cell phone. And soon enough, a digital wallet on that phone to be able to move your money the way we move information and technology now. We don't go back from cars to horses as our regular everyday driver. Don't do that. Yeah, Jake Claver's over the target. It could be, who knows? It's so explosive, it could happen just like that. Gamify says, we all want Jake to win. Can only wait and see where the cards fall every day. Thank you for your comment, Gamify. And we hope that Jake is correct. We hope that the tank is correct. We hope that a lot of these folks that have been covering XRP for quite some time, Zach Rector and the like, and all these folks that have been saying all the same things that Jake has been saying, that very likely we are looking at, before too long, $100 XRP. Sooner or later it's coming. And more. to $500 and $1,000 XRP, because in order for it to actually part that nobody says, okay, so for it to achieve its liquidity providing solution that it's designed to be, it has to be at a high price, right? And they've already said that they want to use it, and they're starting to use it. See, so that's the second part of that. So as that proliferates, as that continues, that usage, oh boy. XRP is a crap coin. I still got people telling me it's ridiculous. Oh my gosh, you can. Guys, 2026 Q2, we got market structure bill passing most likely in May. Banks are going to get legal clarity. ETF issuers are going to scale marketing. Inflows are going to accelerate in Q3 2026, very likely. ETFs are forced now to start buying massive quantities off the open exchange. Can't hide no more. Price starts getting affected. Beach ball starts getting closer and closer to the top of where the water meets the air. Starts to get, here's the top of the water. Beach ball starts getting closer and closer to the top of the water. Q3, Q22, Q4 2026, institutional adoption starts peaking a year from now, next Christmas. Year-end portfolio rebound. Oh my gosh, the thin liquidity because of this situation concurrent with ODL happening at the same time. XRP become very scarce. Oh, price go up like crazy. So, global M2, we didn't talk about the M2 money. Now, did we? Did we talk about M2 money? Did we talk about 13.5 billion just got dropped December 1st into the economy, and then we're going to see a pause? We're going to see a little pause. We didn't talk about this aspect yet. We're going to see a little bit of a pause. No, not up, a pause. By a pause, I mean, they ain't going to do nothing. Okay, so you understand this is a bathtub that has to stay filled with water. What we need is, we need an ample level of water. Not too much that the thing overflows. Water or liquidity or money. Okay? But not too little that it goes way down. The whole money, there's no liquidity to provide for the money system. So the repo market's doing this overnight, saying, look at banks are going to look at, I need some money real quick. Okay, now you know I got these bonds. You're making me buy all these bonds. Okay, look, you know I got all these. I'm holding them. Okay, come on. Overnight, you just give me some money. Okay, fine. You start paying 2% interest rate. Fine. I need this money real quick overnight. Boom. They do it. This is the repo market. This is the grease. This is the liquid. The liquid that keeps our economy going. Okay, now they like to have that at a very low 2% rate to borrow it off of, right? Yes, they do. Okay, this is important. Now, these repo markets, this overnight borrowing market, that provides the liquidity or the grease for our economy, dips too low, they jump in with billions of dollars to save that thing now, that bathtub. You getting it? Now look at it. Quantitative tightening, or QT, is equivalent to opening up that little drain at the bathtub and letting some of that liquidity come out. Get down to ample levels now, right? Okay. QE, quantitative easing, or the printing of money or injecting of money into the M2 money, which encompasses M0 and M1, right? It's an aggregate thing, right? So M2 is please learn something here this morning on the channel if you didn't know all this. I love this. I love helping people to understand how they're being, this is how they trick and manipulate, because folks don't understand all this. So please understand the truth of this. So we have M0, M1, M2, and M3 money. Basically, each one is an aggregate of the prior. So M3 encompasses, M2 money encompasses M0 and M1 money as well. So this is all large checking deposits. This is all savings. This is the liquid. This is the cash in the economy. This is all savings accounts. This is 100 million, anything under $100 million large money market accounts that are under $100 million, and so on and so forth. Okay, stimmy checks get given out. Boom, boom, boom. They inject money into the economy to the tune of 13.5 bill, like they just did December 1st. Now, what happens after they do that, though, is there's a little bit of pause for a while usually, and they'll say, "See where the level of the bathtub is." What happens is they pause, and they're like, "Uh-oh, bathtub drain too low. Hurry up, throw more money in. We need more. That wasn't enough." And so instead of QT, which is the drain opening and letting money out, all of a sudden now the faucet gets turned on. Now that's quantitative easing, which is the injection and more money coming into the M2 money supply. Now what happens then? The banks and institutions, they don't have to buy. Now they buy what they want. Now they got all this excess dry powder around because government come in to take care of that buying, all those bonds and everything, the agreement that's set when you become a bank. And now they can use that money to now go buy risk on assets like crypto and also things like gold and things they want to buy. You get it? That's what happens. That's what's happening. That's what happened with that last little thing that we had with that event. I don't even want to say the name of it. I don't know how the algorithm works. But that last thing we had with the public with wearing those things on the face and stuff, okay? That whole thing. Now, when you go back even further that to '08, another injection and another saving situation of, oh my gosh, money in bathtub too low. Oh crap! And you turn on faucet, big time, inject major money in. Risk on assets go crazy. So what happens is when major money comes, M2 money comes in, and the M2 money supply goes up at a major level, which it is right now, what happens is risk on assets crank up. So crypto and things like gold crank up in price big time. You thought gold went up a lot so far? You ain't seen nothing yet. You watch where gold is going. Don't have to be a genius. I can say whatever I want. I got no financial career history background to be protecting. I'm not a financial advisor, never claimed to be. I can say whatever in the heck I want. You're never buying or selling anything is what I'm saying or doing on the channel, right? So I can say whatever I want. I could be as moonboy as I want. I stay within levels that I think are reasonable based on the data. But I do tend to be a little moon boy, and so does Jake Claver. When I say out of nowhere, you're going to watch XRP's price. Now look, at any time you say XRP and then price, it's so easy for the tongue to say XRP because I'm trying to say price next, and I try to throw it in there first. Yo, XRP's price. XRP's price. I think we all know what XRP's going to. Going $100 out of nowhere. It's easy to say that with confidence and not sound ridiculous and say, this person doesn't know what they're talking about. It can never do that. Yes, it absolutely can do that. Look at the charts and its tokenomics and look at its price history. Oh, it can do that. Oh, I know past price is never indicative of future price. Past performance never indicative of future price. Bah, 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 bah. All the parrots of the world. Okay. Gamify says, BTC is bleeding. Good. I'm so glad. Let it bleed out like it needs to. It's a piece of garbage. Get out of here, Bitcoin, you piece of crap. All right, anyway. Hey, look at be positive, Tanker. Don't be negative. Hey, we need Bitcoin to go up. Careful, Tank. Don't say that kind of stuff. We need Bitcoin to go up in order for... No, you don't. Bitcoin could completely go away. Give us our ISO market run. Crypto market run. Get the ridiculous speculative players out of here. Like Bitcoin. Bitcoin going to 89,000. Who cares about Bitcoin? XRP's got now below $2. And folks who are like, oh, Bitcoin, XRP, I don't know how to buy XRP. I don't know. It's too expensive. When it goes below $2, maybe I'll think about it. Well, here you go. It's below $2. It's $1.99. Guys, I hope you're loving your crypto journey, because the point is to have fun. Let me get to these comments. Sorry, guys. Let's see. What I think, yes, Jake Claver is definitely over the target. Plan to buy real estate, says Crypto Canuck, in a different country with XRP. Need plan B. I like it. I like that thought. Apple has announced the digital wallet is coming, says Art. Guys, we are so, oh my gosh, this thing is so on. BTC, yep, I saw that. Thank you, Gamify. Wi-Fi glitch and sound down tanker. Are you good? Are we good or no? Okay, we good? Oh, no sound. Are we back up? Here, let's see. Probably something I did. Yeah, we're back up. All right, so now, Rosh, thank you for coming in. This supply topic alone would help everyone understand and level up. Everyone learn that. I hope you guys are paying attention and learning this whole thing. Guys, that M2 money supply situation with risk on assets and crypto going up very shortly here. I don't know if everybody's seeing this, but they're injecting so much dang money into this economy, and they're not stopping. They're going to continue to do it and continue to get the level back up, the level of bathtub back up, so they don't have a problem. It's coming more and more and more, and as it does, crypto continues to go. Guys, you know we go into an extended bull run, right? A crypto extended bull run cycle. Once this happens, this is what happened with the 2018 cycle, and this is what bull run, and this is what happened 2017, 20. This is what happened with the double top dead cat bounce. I hate that double cat bounce that happened back in whatever 2021 or so. Yeah, this is what happens. Get ready for an extended bull run. Yes, I am calling it right now. We are ready to go into our extended bull run. Our super cycle bull run with a blow off top, which we could see 2 or 3. Who knows? I am saying we could, what we're probably going to see is, how am I? Is this up and to the right for you guys? Because it's coming backwards on my screen. So I think it would be like that for you guys. I don't know. Whatever up and to the right is, it's going to continue, I think, in my opinion, not a financial advisor, to go up and to the right, on and on and on after it takes dips, double dead cat bounce, double top, double dead cat bounce, triple top, continues to go, right, way up compared to where it was down here just some months ago, and continues for not now just a week or 2 or 3 for the bull run. Tops, but months, like what we saw a la internet time. We got weeks and months of extended of maybe a dip and then another top and then a dip and then another top. And that's what I'm calling. I think that's pretty obvious. Guys, I'm having too much fun on vacation. I got all the time in the world to hang out with you guys and just sit here and do this thing on the internet. I'm going to have to go sooner or later here. I'm having so much fun. Yeah, Art, let's talk. I'll talk to my guy about that and get back to you about XRP Las Vegas. We are going to XRP Las Vegas, and we are going to have fun. It's going to be a blast whether we like it or not. No, we're going to have fun. In XRP Las Vegas, it's going to be a blast. We're going to attempt to capture a number of interviews. We'll also attempt to bring you some live coverage from the event. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I don't know that we'll attend all the crazy stuff. Tanker's getting old. I try to stick to the professionalism of it all these days and the facts, but I hope you guys enjoy your day wherever you are. Thank you, Gamify, Art, all my people for coming in. Rosh, thanks for coming in this morning. Sway, thank you for coming in and for your comments this morning. Everybody, thank you for coming in and learning. Crypto Canuck, thank you for coming in. And let's not forget Turkey Base. Thanks for coming back in and joining us this morning. Loop Alexander. Oh, I'm sorry I missed you. Oh, what I missed, Mike? Man, I'm sorry, you guys. Let me get back to this. Hi, sir, from the Philippines, it says Marco. Welcome, my good sir. Please tap like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Pure bullcrap, welcome. What do you mean 1 year from now? Says Pure bullcrap, I love it. You guys, please tap like and subscribe if you're digging the tanker. I'm a little bit crazy. I am truthful, however, and I do not like the bullcrap, and I don't want to hear about all this nonsense about Bitcoin and Ethereum and how they're going to continue to lose over the space and the netscapes of the space. That's my opinion. Lupe Alexander, thanks for coming in. Marco, thank you for coming in. Pure Bullcrap, thank you for coming in. Gamify Sway, thank you for coming in. Mick USMC Mariner joining us once again. Mr. Nolasco, thank you for coming in. And also, Lori, thank you for coming in. We wish you well with your situation. Stick with us for a good deal longer. If you might, please do the best you can with your health. Also, Riranek, welcome into the channel this morning. I love you all. Thank you for joining Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy, with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank, here on vacation. We will be coming to you again tomorrow morning, same time, same bat channel. Have a lovely day or evening wherever you are in this great world. Hats off to you for sticking with crypto and seeing all this stuff so early and starting to understand the truth about cryptocurrency, macrofinance, and world markets, and not being fooled and seeing the truth by no more wet dish rag being whipped around, seeing the truth of things and getting ahead of the game and freeing ourselves with some of these green ducats that we get to leverage instead of chasing them with our time, which is all we have in this space, constantly leveraging with some investing. And I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything is what I say or do, but please do tap that like and subscribe and have a wonderful one wherever you are. We'll see.